love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love.
L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on est là-bas, où est fao. Just go, ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, se situ.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love.
Photo, I want a photo, I wanna get you photo, I wanna get you photo, love photo, I wanna get photo, I want a photo, let me take a photo, yeah. Smile for me, just place up for me. Tell me now who I want to be with. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on est là-bas, où est fao. Just go, ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, se situ.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love.
Zona, eba, zona. Le pas mon si en pléao. 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 Eh, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Zona. Eba, zona.
sound you can hear when I'm bouncing on the head. Anytime I call you, papa, you forced to show your face. I'm a 2x2 and shower my piggy. You think I here to play and failure. We not speaking like me and success can phone. They get me up, they bring me down, but stay a bouncing jala ganga boy. I'm bouncing on my haters, I can bounce jala loma boy. Shout out to my market, oh my, and shout out to all my yana boy. They say I rude, but at the end of the day, I can pray to Papa God. Who say I finish your turn and say they can't spot, can't spot. You dare respect me, my piggy, but you won't cry, you won't cry. And I got nothing, my people, I stay on scrap. The day I stop it, y'all will know because I'm supposed to come and die.
I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again. Zona, 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 eba, zona, 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 zona. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again, again, again. I'm on bounce on you again.
Hey.
All right, guys. Welcome to Shua called it an emergency edition of Voice of SINOE, or called it a statement of condemnation. And I have an impromptu guest. We don't normally do show on Wednesdays, but when something is happening, the leader will have leaders in our community. And so when they make a request, we have to improvise. And so this afternoon, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's see.
I know really stick a long time. The record, mash up the place.
Yeah, we have the president of the United SARPO Association in America, so President Francess Clarke is my impromptu guest. We have cyber terrorists, people that are on social media. They hide their faces behind fake accounts and they issue threats to people in the community. Unlike the prior administration, when things are happening, they will be quiet about it. Under the watch of President Myers, she feels that it is now okay for a statement of that with such magnitude to be thrown around, and that should be ignored. And also, the president wants to come out. She will be shortly. Let me see what I can invite her. Yeah. So while I'm inviting the president, let me do some entertainment here. I'll be right back to talk to her. She will be very brief.
Okay, you're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to bust the rata Babu Nebo. Oh, so ya monkey calm down. Oh, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh, so ya monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there lay so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restriction. Anytime, any day, anyone used to corrupt and go stay free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied. no they deciding, choosing another caretaker. Who love, who care, who has ability, taking care of the monkey. You not able to take care of babu nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu nebo. Oh soldier monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down, oh rock monkey calm down, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey, oh soldier monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey chop, monkey can I get tired, monkey chop yo, monkey can I get tired, monkey chop, monkey can I get tired, monkey chop yo, monkey can I get tired.
Keeping banana and the chop stealing is the error, a Russian is the error.
Monkey can I get tired.
Hey, we wanna live life, that's to live a good life. We wanna live life, can't live for better life. We wanna live life, that's to live for better life. We wanna live life, that's to live for better life. We wanna live life, that's to live for better life.
You not able to take care of babu nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu nebo. Oh soldier monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down, oh rock monkey calm down, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey, oh soldier monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you.
Monkey listen, you give it right, it can crack it. Bible storm, monkey listen, you give it stick, it can break it. We do your long time at Buddha, Mr. Monkey was very wicked. The way you see it with your apple, they your do that, love is wicked. Monkey see apple, they pick it, banana and plum, they take it. All the cuckoo in a pocket, it when give it something lick it. Monkey drop it, it drop it, nana, only babu can stop.
All right, guys, the president's backstage now. Let me, Madam President, you want to adjust the camera a little, carry it down a little bit, please, so I can be able to see your face. Down a little bit more, please. All right, so when you count screen, I will see how it looks, but I think you're still a little bit down. Like as you see your forehead, yeah, from here. All right, yeah, that should be okay. Let's see. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the president of our union, President Francess Clarke, is my impromptu guest. I have to put the phones on the sound feedback coming from over there. Hey. Woo, sorry, guys. Let me. I still don't. Let's see what will be okay from the feedback from that. All right, so we should be good. I think the sound is good. No feedback. I wanted to make sure that I don't like to put the phones in my ear, especially when I get somebody on the platform. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinguished honor to invite on camera the president of the United SARPO Association, President Francess Clarke. She has something to say to us, and so let me do that without further ado. So, Madam President, welcome me. Take that image down. And so you can be two on the screen there. Let's see. All right, let me bring that down. All right, so Madam President, welcome. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I am hearing you loud and clear.
Excellent. Okay. I want to make sure there. All right, Madam President, officially welcome to VOSD with Esoteric. I was reading one of the chapters in the book of Honorable Kai Willett, Liberty Hijacked. And in there, he talked about the leadership structure within the SARPO ethnic group. And one of the leadership structure, one of the leaders he mentioned, they call it Wuloba. That's why he called it Wuloba in the book. And so the Wuloba, I don't know why he did not put the feminine version of it, but the guy Wuloba and the guy Wulode, so Wuloba is the father, or if you like, is the leader of the town, and then Wulode is the mother of the town. So since you are a woman, you are Wulode, you are the mother of the town. So something is happening. Maybe that's why you are out. What's going on, Madam President? Welcome aboard. If you have a preliminary statement, you can go ahead, and we can go on from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Daisayapole. Thank you for having me. It has been a while for me coming on your platform. I think we came on your platform before the convention, and since that time, have not appeared on your platform. But today is important, and that's why I'm here just for 5 minutes. I will have written or put out a statement to be able to do what I wanted to do, but I just thought that the statement will also follow, but I should come on live to speak to my people, and I'm here. So let me go to the meat of it, to not waste your time and not to waste the audience time, because we are not here for a very long time.
Right.
I was looking on Facebook this morning, and I saw a post from one Josephine Jackson. And let me say this: I have been seeing fake profile in the past. The people come on Facebook and write a lot of fake profile, attacking people and saying stuff about people. Even myself, I'm a victim. People come on Facebook and say stuff about me. But I never respond to fake profile, because why? I don't know them, and I'm not going to give them any credence. Because for me, it's not necessary. If you wanted to speak to me directly, you will use your page to speak to me. And even if you did, I promise not to reduce myself to anybody that attacked me. So many times people attack me, I've never responded to them, because um, as a leader, my father Johnny Clark told me in the past that you are like a dumper, that people will come and they will waste dirt on you. So that's why I don't respond to people when I've been attacked. However, today is an exception, and that's what I'm here to speak to that. In as much as we do have our differences in the diaspora and in the SAPO community, to be specific, under no condition that any of us, whether you support Green GELEO or whether you support Francess Clarke, that you will be threatened, that your life will be threatened. So I am calling on Josephine Jackson. I don't know who you are, and I know you are not one of us, because you don't support USAA. We don't have you on our roster as one of our candidate of somebody that support us. We don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know where you come from. I don't know where you live. But I am here as the national president of the SAPO people, be it in America and in Liberia. I am under obligation to say that is unacceptable. We are here to condemn whatever you said concerning Green GELEO, the threat on his life. I'm here to speak to that. That you said if he went to Liberia, his body would be brought to America. We are here in the strongest team to condemn whoever that behind that post. And if you want to attack me also, you can come and attack me. But I will not sit here and allow this to go unnoticed. In as much as, like I said, I don't know you, you are not one of our affiliates. Nobody sent you. I don't even know where you come from. But as a leader of my community, I cannot sit upon it to allow this to happen. So I must speak to it. I know other people might think otherwise, but I think it is necessary for me to speak to this because a threat to one supplement is a threat to all. There is no way that anybody from our community, if you love the Sapo people, all you can do at this time is to make sure that the Sapo organization is united once again, which we have been talking about in the past, and we still look forward to that one day our people will find reason to unify this great organization that we all cherish. USAA is for all Sapo people. There is no one that is an exception. If our brothers and sisters disagree and decided to form another group, we know that one day they will come back. So there is no way that anybody will threaten anybody's life, especially someone that served us in the past, that we all elected as the once was the national president of the USAA. His name will forever be mentioned where there is USAA. He will always be called former president of the United Support Association. So all our former leaders, we will hold in to a higher extent. And I said today, we condemn that post in the strongest terms, and I'm calling on all our elders in our community. We are calling on our elders. We are calling on our relation groups. I am calling on the SINOE County Association National President because that's the county we come from. And I'm also calling on ULA President because we are from Liberia. And anything that happened to one of us, it affects Liberia as a whole, that we should find reason that they should come and condemn this act and find reason that we can restore our community. I want to take the time to say thank you to Mr. Sayapole because today you were not coming on live, but you took upon yourself to come for us to issue this special statement. I'm going to tell my publicist, Alexander Tote, he's going to put out a statement condemning this post. And I'm just here to say we are not part of this, and we take absolutely, we are here to condemn this poster. Whoever you are, this post should be taken down, and you should never post such a thing again. We can disagree on fundamental issues, but there is no way that somebody will threaten another person's life. You did not give a life, you are not allowed to take it away. So we condemn you, and we're going to condemn you every day as you come on this post to write such a post against one of us. Thank you, Mr. Zayapole.
Yeah,
Is there
Madam President,
any question?
before you leave, I try to find out what do you think is fueling such animosity in the community? What is the cause?
And that's why I'm calling on our elders and I'm calling on the relation group in our community because why? The provocative languages on Facebook. People are attacking people every day on Facebook. People are attacking people, personalities, their characters, assassinating people, characters, saying stuff about people that is not factual. And people are in a habit and they think it is the good thing for them to come on Facebook and attack people's personality. And that's why when things are happening from the beginning, the root cause of every problem is where we are going today. When people disagree and there is no nobody coming or people are not coming to turn to know the root cause. And I always told people, in order to solve the problem, you first of all have to identify the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of our conflict, every SARPO person knows that for fact, that there were constitutional crises that went on, and people thought they are right, and other people think they are right, and people sat down and allowed it to happen in our elders in our relational group. And instead of speaking to the fact, people always want to sweep things under the carpet and say, "Atadiadio, atadiadio," and sometimes atadiadio does not solve the problem. You have to look in the eyes of the person to tell them that they are wrong. And probably when you say that, they will realize the wrongdoing and then they will change course. But our people don't do that. And they always say, let leave it alone. And as the result, tension grows and people become to attack each other on Facebook. And that's where we are today.
So, Madam President, I think the conflict started under your predecessor, which is Mr. GELEO, and now the gobble is now in your hand. I mean, what are you doing to get this thing in the book of history? I mean, it's still going on under your watch, and then practical mechanisms in place to curtail, if possible, to eliminate the conflict in the community.
Thank you, Zaya, for that. Since we came from Florida, I have reached out. I've been one of the presidents. You can check my record. Every time I came on Facebook, whether be it at a funeral or whether be it at my inauguration or anywhere else, I reach out, which have never happened from my opponent. I have reached out to our people to come to find reason to come together. I've opened the door or doors, if I can say, to any intervention that can bring peace in our community. But when people's minds are made up, and some people are saying that Francess Clarke Myers can never be my president. And if Francess Clarke Myers is the president, there is no way that we can come under her leadership. Then I don't know how we're going to have peace.
So,
Because,
Madam President, what is generating such sentiment? Why they say when you are the president, there will be no peace in the community? What did you do for which this sort of animosity is just against you like that?
and thank you, Saya, for that. And if you ask me that question, to be frank, I sit in my living room most of the time and I think about it. I even go at my job and I sit and I think about it and say, what have I done? What part did I play in this crisis? The only thing that I know I'm guilty of is for me to declare to say I wanted to run to be president, which is my constitutional right. That according to our constitution, every 3 years, then honor the constitutional 2017 that said every 3 years there should be an election. So the only crime that I committed was to say that I wanted to be president. So if you ask me that question to this date, I don't know whether I did, to some individuals that said that I can never be the president, even though I served other presidents in the past, but they claim that I can never be their president. And I don't know their reason. And that's why I always told people this crisis does not really have to do with what really transpired. People have their personal problems and they brought it to the organization. Some people just genuinely hate you because of who you are, and they brought it to the organization. And because you are the leader, and because they hate you, they can never see themselves to be, you know, to be under your leadership. So I have no idea. As far as concerned, I did nothing to anybody. I was not even on the board. I was not one of the board members that wrote the letter against Green GELEO. I advocated for Green GELEO to go to Liberia when the board did not even, when they didn't want to give him money. I told the board that we gave Obaku Yuma money, so it is necessary that we give Green GELEO money. The first time I advocated for us to build a guest house in Johnson, and I know I did nothing, but people just feel intimidated by your presence. And I'm sorry that if the favor of God is upon my life, I can't help it. If you helped me, it has absolutely nothing to do with USAA. So if other people who have sat down and think about it the way I do, and know that this crisis, people manufacture this crisis because of hatred that they got for other people, and they brought it to the organization, we wouldn't have been where we are today.
Yeah, Madam President, I go back to my previous question. Yes, people have their personal issues against you, and there is nothing you can do to eliminate their personal vendetta against you. But again, the gavel is in your hand. You have reached out multiple times and to no avail. And so this is still a challenge to you. Do you have other plans in the making to see still that you can reach out to our brothers and sisters to get the community honor your aunt, brother, everybody else? I mean, the goal here is to help our people back home. So dividing the community is not a good thing. So again, it's a huge challenge on the watch. And I don't know whether you have other things that you are working on. Because if the fact that you try first and it didn't work, or second time it didn't work, it doesn't mean that you should give up. So those of you, the biblical people, they say the race is not to the swift, but to he that endures to the end. Not only to the end, but to the very, very end. How should we get to the very end, Madam President?
We will get to the very end. Sometimes when stuff happen, you see, that's why it is easy, easily, or let me say, it is easy to destroy a building, but to build it back up, it take a little time to build it back up. The way you can come to destroy this house, you cannot build it back the same way. So when things happen, people are upset, people are hurt. Like I said, people that did not want to see Francess Clarke Meyer to be a president saw Francess Clarke Meyer being elected. So those people have to come to terms that yes, let us do away with whatever that we got in our mind against Francess Clarke. Francess Clarke is just a Francess Clarke. Um, she is here. Next year is election. And if she so desires, she can go back for another term. And it's just two terms, which is 4 years. And after that, Francess Clarke time will be expire. So if people can sit down and reason and come with terms that this organization is bigger than Francess Clarke, this organization is bigger than any individual, and they can come to terms to just come underneath the leadership of Francess Clarke until our time let me say expire, then we can have peace. My door is open um, to any negotiation, and I'm still reaching out to our brothers and sisters to see reason for us to come back. And because we are not in peace, and that's why other people use this opportunity to think they can come and attack other people and threaten people's life,
Right.
and they can go unpunished. And that is unacceptable. This post today crossed the line. It did cross the line. And they should claim the attention of all SAPO people. I don't want nobody sitting in their house or in their houses and think that it's about one group. No, this post should claim the attention of all SAPO people, whether old or young, that this post across the line, and whoever that doing this post, that we all can come out to speak to it, that this is unacceptable. And if you can pray, it's about time to get on your knees and pray that peace will come in our community, because if we have peace in our community, I don't think anybody can penetrate us to come up with this post. And that's why we call ourselves SARPO Approachable. Approachable means we are together. And because we are not together, that's why people are using this time to think they can come. And if you think that you are supporting Francess Clarke and you think you are writing the post and I will be jubilating for you writing the post, you got it wrong. Because in as much as I don't agree with Green Julio or things that he's doing to destroy our community, because if Green Julio had gone to Florida and we had a peaceful resolution, we wouldn't have been where we are today. So in as much I don't agree with Green Julio dividing our people, if you call yourself pastor, and if you call yourself leader, if you call yourself a religious person, it's about time for you to get on your knees to pray. That things that are creeping in our community, we cannot allow it to happen. We are one people, we are one family. When something happens, we all gather in one place. That alone will tell you that we are one people. So we are here to condemn that. And we are still working our mentalities. And like I said in Sayapole, our people will once again see reason to come with turn that we can have peace again in our community. And I'm also calling on the chairman of SAPO Apollo in Liberia, Chairman Kate, because the poster claim that they are in Liberia. That whoever is doing this and telling that if Green Gideon come to Liberia, his body will be brought to America. We are calling on Chairman Kate to also come out. That is unacceptable, and we cannot allow this to happen. Like I said, I don't know the poster, but I'm on an obligation as a leader of my community to come once their life involved. I know other people might say why she came out today. People have been attacking people. Their people have been attacking people all over the place. I cannot speak to everybody that come to attack people, but once there is life involved, I'm on an obligation to come out to say something. That's why I'm here.
So, Madam President, I got two questions before you leave, and I don't want to hold you too long. So, I heard you said next year will be election. Are you up for re-election? Are you coming back?
I don't know yet. I have to discuss that with my cabinets.
Okay.
If I will come back or no, I cannot stay on this podcast today. This is not the time. There is time for everything. Today, I'm here to condemn the act against our former president. It is unacceptable. Election is less of my worry right now. But once there is life involved, I'm on an obligation to come to speak to that. That's why I'm here today.
Okay, so the last question, there is no doubt you love your community and you love your people. And also, I am a testimony to that. A lot of the people that love you. Well, you indicated that, I mean, there are people that just inherently they hate you. And so because of that, there will be no peace in the community. As somebody who loves the community, if, say, for example, they ask you to step aside so that peace can come to the community, that's something you will consider doing for the peace to come to the community and say, oh, ask you to step aside. Is that something you can consider?
So the people got that saying, they say when we reach to that river, we will cross it.
Okay.
Until we reach to that river, I cannot answer that question for now. But I will also say that in as much as I want my community to have peace and stability, we also are not going to allow few persons that think that they own the USAA, that they think that they can make decision for the whole body. The convention in particular will speak to you that the SAPO people are resolved for me to be their leader. So in that sense, also, we will not allow few persons that think without them, the SARPO community cannot have peace. We cannot give you that credence also. Guess what?
Right.
Because it can be me today. I can say, okay, yes, because I want peace in my community, let me step aside and we have peace. And tomorrow, John Brown come on. And these same people come about again and say, oh, we don't want John Brown. Then John Brown also have to step aside. So if you did that, then that would be a precedent that you have to follow, because then these people will become the leaders, or they will become the voice or the voices of the community, which we cannot also allow to happen. So in as much as I want peace in my community, if the majority of the SARPO people can come together, and when I say majority, if USAA majority can come together and say that's the only way that peace can be restored in our community, then we will look into that. But if it's just handful of people that just sat in their living room and felt that Francess Clarke is not qualified to be their president, then we cannot also give that people that opportunity to destroy our community.
All right, Madam President, thank you so much. If you have closing remarks, and you can do so, I can let you go for the day.
Thank you very much, Sayapole. Like I said, I'm here today to just condemn whatever or the statement I will put up today by whoever called yourself Josephine Jackson, whoever you are. And I'm calling on our whole community, every SARPO person that love our community, to follow suit. That is unacceptable, and we cannot allow it to happen in our community. Thank you very much.
All right, Madam President, thank you so much. Thank you for joining today. As a burden statement. You can log out if you want. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was the national president of the United SARPO Association, President Francess Clarke, issuing a statement over there condemning somebody, some guy, a man, a woman, whatever the gender is, on Facebook. They call themselves Josephine Jackson, issuing threats against the life of our former president, Mr. Green GELEO. And so also as the voice of the people, the elders and the ancestors, I like to also join the president to robustly, vehemently, ferociously condemn the statement issued by a pseudo poster on Facebook. You know, like the president indicated, there are elements that will look for, they will exploit situations, they will exploit conflict. When something happens, they use that to further pull the community apart. I put the esoteric. I am the stronger critic of Mr. GELEO. I will admit to that. And my disagreement, my criticism of Mr. Green GELEO is not, I'm not doing so with malice. What about the criticism that I'm issuing against Green GELEO is done out of love? Because if I don't love you, if I love you, if somebody doesn't love you, if you are doing something wrong, the person will keep their mouth shut. But when somebody loves you, they will tell you the truth. If the person to whom you are saying the truth has conscience, they will consider what you are saying. And so I worked with Mr. GELEO for about 2 years. And for my labor, he honored me. The whole community, they honor me. And we did what we could for the community. Along the line, I fundamentally disagree with him when it comes to how he is going about things on policy issues and stuff of that nation, how he is contravening the Constitution. And that's why my disagreement with Mr. GELEO is with the issue of malfeasance and malversation. Those are the things I disagree with. Because I am one of those guys, when we put things on paper, we must follow those things that we put on paper. if we don't want to follow it, let's get back to the section, the appropriate section for us to make reform, for us to do some amendment. But we can't plan the goalpost and in the middle of the game, you want to change the goalpost and carry somewhere else. I don't agree with that. Under no condition, I will issue threat against Mr. GELEO. All right. And so I joined the president of the union to condemn in the stronger term Josephine Jackson. And I must say this. The followers of Mr. GELEO, I still consider them my brothers and sisters. I don't see them as my enemies. No way. And that is why some that are in the Delaware Valley, they are here close to anytime I see them to a function, I will speak to them. Because I only disagree with you on policy issues, on how the community should be governed, how our organization should be governed. That's the only disagreement I have. I don't have anything personal against anybody. So when I see you at the party or whatever, I come and speak to you. If I don't speak to you, it means that I don't see you. But once I see you, I will walk to you and have a conversation with you. Now, these people, the follower of Green GELEO, my brothers and sisters on the other side, they detest allegations. They don't like people to make up things against them. And like them, I also frown on that. I hold somebody making up stuff against me. When I come on here and say, for example, my sister Sophia Clarke, who is always in the business of going on Facebook and falsely accusing me, if somebody wrote stuff on Facebook or pseudonymous account, and the person come on Facebook and say that's Sophia Clarke, she will not like that. It will not be found with her. But she is in the constant habit of using my disagreement against Mr. GELEO. When somebody does something stupid on Facebook, she will associate that with me, and I don't like that. In as much I do not agree with Green Code GELEO, I don't wish him any harm. I don't wish anybody harm in the community. I want people that Green Code GELEO then to be around so that they can make me to look good. Because when they do these wrong things, I will come here and expose them. And that makes me not look good. So say, for example, why do we talk about Dr. King? Because there were people in the US that were oppressing certain people. And so it took Dr. King then to come out and stand against those people. And that's why we revere the brother today. And so I need Green Code GELEO then around so that they can do these wrong things. So that they will write their own document and they will say, we will not obey the document. And I will come here and tell them, no, you are wrong, sir. You got to obey what you put on paper. Like Dr. King will say, be true to what you put on paper. Don't tell the people, say, you must write voucher, send it to the board to approve it, and then you call teleconference to approve travel allowance for you. That's not how we set our system. Whether we are in conflict or not, it does not abrogate the Constitution. The Constitution still remains supreme. Until we have this, there's no war going on. We just disagree. We don't have military takeover or nothing for somebody to say we were suspending the Constitution. No, the Constitution was still in effect. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is my sister, Sophia Clarke, and I must speak to her. I still love her. When she was part of the Minnesota chapter on Robert Tuba, she was one of my favorite leaders, cabinet officials at the time, and I still love the sister. All right, but again, I will call on Sister Sophia Clarke. In order to accuse Dax Ayopode or doing something, have evidence. Everything that I have said against Mr. GELEO, I have adduced evidence. I don't just arbitrarily come out and say, oh, Green Code GELEO took money. Or the other person stole. No. I always give the evidence. And when I say Green took $90,000 illegally, I give you the bank statement and I give you the withdrawal slip from Green Code GELEO treasurer. I show you the evidence. When I say Green took $7,000 without board approval, I gave you the bank statement. I gave you the transaction. When I say Green gave out 2,500 without board approval, I show you the bank transaction. When I say Green GELEO gave put down $4,000 for us to go to convention in Florida, I show you the evidence. All right. And so I don't just wake up and make allegations against people or put on things against people repetition. When I say SINOE says that the Constitution should be put aside, I show you the evidence. I place SINOE in his own words and saying, I don't want to Green to declare convention, even though he did not give Green the authority to declare convention. So everything that I have said against you guys, I gave you the evidence, irrefutable. You can't refute those pieces of evidence that I have adduced. But you will come and call me Josephine Jackson. You will call me Siakolo. And there is nothing that linked me to the account. You can't show me anything, but you make allegations. But when somebody say the fact, you get angry about Green GELEO. But you're making an allegation against somebody and you can't show us a scintilla, a modicum, an atom of evidence. But you're on Facebook and accusing people. And I think whatever happened in your personal life, it came a time, normally when I come live, I share my life here with people. You told me I shouldn't share with you. I blocked you. I don't want to follow. You know, that means you don't want to follow my stuff. All right. So now I just do, when I'm sending the stuff, I don't look at the name. I just click, and that's it. But you send me a message and say, oh, don't send me your stuff anymore. I say, okay, I block you. But then you always incessantly on your page and going into character assassination and defamation of character. When you are writing, all those things you're writing, I am cataloging them. In as much you are threatening lawsuit against me, get ready to, because I can take you counter lawsuit and you will prove that I am Tayopo or Siakolo or Josephine Jackson. You will have to prove that too. All right? You have to give us evidence that I am the one that using that fake account. You got to prove that. And so I don't see their posts, but I have people on Facebook that also see their stuff. So they send those things to me and say, oh, this is what the people are saying about you. Okay. But I have no connection to any fake account on Facebook. I am bold enough. I have two ways to communicate my thought to people. I have this medium and I can write my Nyama English. All right. So I can do those two things to still convey my message. I don't know how to create fake account to curse people out or to issue threats. No, I don't issue threats. I issue truth. And it can make people vex. I can issue evidence. And it can infuriate you guys. And I will continue to do that. I will give you the evidence and I will give you the truth. If you are uncomfortable with the truth, so be it. If you are uncomfortable with your own evidence, something that you give me, because when Daryl signed a slip, it's for you guys. When Kamala Ross is on tape and say, oh, we are looking for peace, but I sent $28,000. People are concerned about this money. We'll have the $90,000 we'll have in our possession, but I'm still sending $28,000. I will talk it. And so I don't make out things against people. So my sister, if you have anything and evidence that links me to Siak, because every time, I don't know why. They link me with Siakolo. You are not identified, or like you say, Josephine identity. And you left Josephine. When Siakolo came out, you link me to Siakolo. Okay, if you don't know the identity of Josephine, assuming it was me, why should I leave that account and create another one? Assuming if you have disclosed the identity or you identify who is behind Josephine, then I say, okay, it makes sense to say, let's create another account. But anytime somebody create fake account on Facebook, you're going, you pay, oh, that's how you put it. Am I bothered by that? Whatever you want to say, that's your business. But what you are doing is called libel in law. All right? You are putting stuff on people against somebody's character. And you are building a case against yourself. Because all the things you have written, I make a photo of it. And then when time comes, you are threatening lawsuit against me. Everything that I have said, we have the evidence. And when it is time when you sue me, I can produce everything, and you can bring your counter argument or your evidence. So I don't just go there and just say stuff against people. So our sister, whatever happened between you and your husband, the frustration should not come to me. All right? If the man goes to Liberia and get another sexy Jew, that should be you guys' business. Don't kind of do that transfer aggression and put your data you put there. No. All right? That should not be my business. The man gets such a Jew, that the man business, they get advertising your rank. Now my business. So anytime somebody does something wrong on Facebook, then you say that's how you put it. How you can put, look, the man gets such a Jew, it's not my business. The guy just showing you a ring whole day. That should be the two of you business. Yeah, over here, the pastor praying for the two of them. And say the demon of Sophia Clarke, leave these people alone. That's my business. That the pastor saying it. Whatever happened between the two of you, that's your business. The pastor pray and say, oh, the demon, the jealous spirit of Sophia Clarke, leave these two people alone. Let them live in peace. Don't bring that into me. Don't put the anger on me. The man kissing a woman, that's my business. No, not my business. So don't bring that frustration to that side you put it. Don't do that. The man gets as a Jew to my business. The man, whatever, you didn't play your game well, and that's why the man went to Liberia and found another Jew. So you don't come and write stuff on Facebook. You write these things. Oh, Madison Freeman, aka Josephine Jackson, that's how you put it. Stop the pretend. I don't have to pretend. I am bold enough to say what I think on a dark side you put there. The only account I get on Facebook. I'm not afraid of any of you. You can't do nothing to me. So I don't have to go create fake account. I want Green to be around so I can keep looking good. Because y'all will do something ridiculous and I will come here and expose you guys. That's what I want. I want you to be around. I want you to be around so you can challenge me on what I say. It strengthens me. It makes me stronger. Because if you don't have somebody who differs with you, you think you're right. So you need somebody who will challenge what you are saying. But you guys are not challenging me. All you do is make an allegation and curse my mom, you curse my pa, you curse everybody around me. That's laziness. I still want you around. I want Green Coach you around. I want celebrity around so they can read and yamatine, so that I can put it apart. So they can know who can think better. I don't want you guys nothing to happen to you. No. You are my children. That's why I am the spokesperson for you guys. So when you do something dumb, I will say that was dumb. If you do it right, I praise you. So Sophia, please, young lady, whatever frustration you are going through because of what Comrade Carter did, you got a sexy girl and the girl always showing you a sexy finger or sexy ring. That is you guys' personal business. Don't bring it to me, please. All right? If you have something legitimate, we can have that conversation. The guy just bluffing with a ring whole day in front of Sophia, and Sophia won't put a conversation on me. You can't do that. Anytime the guy takes your picture, she show a sexy ring. You see my ring? That's my business. It has nothing to do with me, my young lady. So please, deal with your husband. The man juice says, hey, my man, got a people. I got a people. Hey, Julie, just tell it. You're like, bro, you ready? Your car is a Julie. Let me check. Kiss you. It's a fair bet when she get off it, but you sort of talking to the people there, and then she come to me. Funky, you must have passed not anywhere before. When I get divorced to him, maybe I'll come to my luck. Who knows? Maybe I'll try my luck, but as of now, please don't do transfer aggression. Yeah. And don't attack the young lady too, because she didn't do nothing wrong. That the man go to her and say, oh, honey, you're so cordial, you are so sexy, I want to marry you, and the man proposed. And she said, yes, I do. Saying my sister in America, she blundered. Oh, well, I'll utilize the opportunity. So it's not my fault, sister. So going blogging on me and saying all these fake things about, and you're angry all day. When they get on the live feed, the other day, my other sister, when they went to that basement convention, and they were there, I said, oh, I don't know how to dance. So the Sarah dancers, I watching you guys, she just start cursing me. Even the cheerleader can start cursing, and they black me. Okay. When you do that, that's fine. That's your right. But please, don't block me all over the place and just be blocking on me every day. You go to sleep, that's how you put it. You wake up, that's how you put it. You go to work, that's how you, when you sit down in your break room, you think about that. That's everything. When you eating your lunch, that's how you put it. I mean, like, come on, sister. I'll stay in your corner though. I don't hate you, but I think if you accuse me legitimately, then it will make sense. Then we'll have a discussion. But can't run smear campaign and you lay, say, oh, I'll tell you the court. But you can't prove that all the one behind the other account, Josephine, you wrote this thing. Madison Freeman, aka Josephine, that's how you put it. Oh, stop the pretend because nobody's stupid here. I'm not saying anybody's stupid. The statement that was issued by Josephine was ridiculous. And so, as the spokesperson for the elders and the ancestors, including the community as a whole, I have the right to condemn that action too. So I say this is unacceptable. And you say I'm pretending? No, I don't pretend. I speak the truth, but not in the truth. That's why we have 3 rooms on Voice of SINOE. The miscellaneous room where we put all the things in together. Then we get the speculation room where we compartmentalize the information. We got a factual room. So when we start putting in different rooms, that tells you that I have evidence. So when they're in the speculation room, it is truth, but the evidence is lacking. So we are seeking the evidence. And then when it transitions into the factual room, it means that we have the evidence to corroborate what we are saying. All right. So we don't make our allegations against people here without indubitable evidence. When something is indubitable, you can't doubt it. It is unchallengeable. It is incontrovertible. You can't do otherwise. So the bank statement that I have shown you guys, you cannot refute it. It is indubitable. And so please, young lady, when you want to do your physician team, please, you carry to your old member. Me, I buy a lot. Don't put me inside. Don't cause my buy a all day on Facebook. You're your sister, Lisa Fally. You're causing me all day. And I did nothing wrong but to tell Geo and Slebisne and all those people that are breaking the Constitution. I tell them the truth. That are going in their account and looting the people's account. I tell them the truth. That's what I do. And as much you listen to me and you run your dancing club, we'll have no issue. Other than that, we'll always be here. We'll have some misunderstanding. Recently, I started blocking on you guys because your spokespersons like Samuel Shebe on Facebook. You can criticize your lawmaker on issues. I showed the brother the other day, if you look at the Constitution, which is right here, all you have to do, look at the Constitution. What the lawmakers, what they're supposed to do. If the man is not doing these things, of course you can criticize the man based on what you see in the Constitution. But when you wake up, you start cursing a man, children, a dead children, you going to a person. Oh, I am related to him, to my father. And the man brought me to the country and took me from poverty and brought me over here. And so I will not sit down for you to assert his character. The children, the guys are not like this, kind of talking and stuff like that. But hey, somebody got to be in the family to stand up. And also everybody will not just be quiet. So then that's what Dr. Ayopo is here. I'm here to defend everybody. What that means also, that also includes my family. All right. So when you come and make random stuff and you think you go with impunity, I will come at you. All right. And you don't have the power of the pen like me. And you don't have the power of articulation like me. And also I have 2 major things that you cannot overcome. I will say that all of you over there, you challenge me, you can't make it. The only thing you can do that, your bigger allegations. That the man using fake account. Okay, the real account, the thing the man can say you can't refute it. Why the man should create fake account? You can't stand the real account. So why I will go create fake account? So, I mean, all of you are your brother, your boat man, the other day, be sneaking BTHS. The man wrote, he took 24 hours to write 3 paragraphs. By the time he woke up in the morning, he saw 3 articles on him already. I'm feeling refuting all the Yama thing and wrote in that thing. So all of y'all put together, your try, my own follow, what you see on there, that were working with the Ministry of Education, you're like, bro, they can't stand that's how you put it. All day, the people in Minnesota, you're crying about that. That's how you put it. Oh, that's how you put it. I say, wow. You can't stand it one man. You have to pay all lies against him, all those things before you can make it. Come on, all of you can read. Write your own, I read my own. Then leave my course. Yeah, look at it. That address the issues in the community. You guys did not invest $90,000. No, let me not use invest. You did not loot from our account $90,000. Am I lying about it? And your people there on table, they say you got the money and we got the bank statement. Am I lying? So the best you can do for yourself is to leave Dr. Yopore alone. Again, Zarzar is the people of Sino County, the people of the Republic of Liberia, lawmaker, criticize the man on his job description and not assault the man personally and assault the family. That is not politics. I am not going to be quiet about that. All right? I will not tell you, say, no, don't criticize Zaza. All right, then I will tell Zaza to leave politics. But in as much as Zaza is in politics, he must be criticized so that he can do the right thing, but on his job functions and not personally and talking about oh, he killed his children, all that nonsense you guys see on Facebook. All right. Francess, I was on the other day, just now, the national president, my own brother, Fede, were on Facebook and said, oh, she killed her father, all the nonsense they'll say. You don't do those things. That's lazy. Yes. I told my sister, like, Sophia Cape, one friend, Lisa Farley, went on Facebook and cuss our father, John Blanc. I thought she would have condemned that. No, but she was celebrating. Even my mother, their chair lady, that woman got on Facebook, on fake account, she insulted my mother. I have no link to any account on Facebook besides Dr. Yopole. I will come here and say anything I want to say. But that woman got on Facebook and cussed my mom whole day and cussed my uncle whole day, Mr. Zaza. And Lisa Farley and Sophia Carpet, and they were on that post and cussing and adding their own their insults on there. They're adding all and helping the woman to curse my mother. And so those things, I can't go to court because you assassinated my mother character. I can also take you to court for that. But again, I'm in the public domain. I'm doing this so I don't get thin skin. You guys can say whatever you want to say. That's fine. But don't assassinate my character. Don't link me to things that are not real. Okay, young lady? When you get problem, please go to Mr. Carter, who's chilling here, woman on the red carpet. At the man, you got to say something. You must say, okay, dog. No. So you can't link me into your vegetation, not transfer it to me. Your men are on red carpet and the men are chilling with Fred Jew people. The man eat out of it. Hey, my man Carter, I got people. The man gonna see a lot of pictures. Let me show you some little picture like the man, you Jew. Wow, the man show that to my sister Vex. What the man gets as a Jew? What the man gets as a Jew? Okay. Well, you don't want the man to get as a Jew. The man was here. The guy used to do a lot of things for us here, do the photography and do all type of recording. I don't know what happened in their home. The man let her get a fine Jew and the Jew advertising her ring. She read it, boom, she put another one there. I don't know the sister. Then they all red carpet, they chilling. Then the pastor will say, the demon of Sophia, leave these people alone. The demon of Sophia Carpet, leave these two people alone. They are in love. They are kissing anytime when they want to kiss. Boom. And you see the man, they kissing a woman. So that Mr. Go to Kato. Not Kato be my sister. I hear over what I hate. So I see that they just attacking that side. Yeah, they see the guy can just hang on the man. Hey, honey, how you doing? I enjoy your American body, you know. That air, that cold Minnesota air, it just makes you soft and comfortable. So if I have a blonde up, yeah. My sister just blogging on me all day on page. She read it. Anybody who writes on your Facebook, that's how you put it. I said, what? No, I can do my commentary when you give me the reason. I don't just wake up arbitrarily to write something. If you piss me off and you start attacking my family personally, oh no, I will not keep quiet. I got the mighty Dr. Just put that pen. I will use it. I got the microphone here too. And so when you don't have the advantage that I have, then just stay because you are at the lower ebb of the ladder. You will not make it. When we get ahead, you will suffer the pain. You know, so my man, Mr. Carter, enjoy your kissing, my brother. You the man. The pastor feeling throwing the demon out already, man. Exorcise the demon. Demon, go away. The demon of Sophia Cape, go away. Go. You go to your money eating dancing club. That play the demon should stay. You know. Yeah. The man in laboratory in New York. The man red Cape alone say, the man chilling. You see the man a whole Igbe. Man get a whole nice African attire. But I think I will copy this outfit one day, you know, I brag with my sister. Yeah, so she can say, oh, that suit resembles what that's how you put the point in show one time. All right, now one thing I must address before I leave. You see a leader, you see, Madam Francess Clarke Myers is a community leader. Okay. So no matter what, those that don't agree with her, no matter what they do, they will still confess. You see, our brother and pastor, Evangelist James Carla, right? He came to the community leadership through President Myers. President Myers was the one that recruited him. All right? President Myers brought him on the floor. So the man, because of Kabbalism, he decided to, you know, a pastor who is corrupt, you know. They support corruption. They say their God is the God of justice. But when it comes to supporting justice, they say, no, I will support injustice. And so Mr. Evangelist James Carla, he confessed multiple times. There's a reason why I want to talk about him a little bit before I leave. And I like him though. He cool. After we finish doing all our scrimmage on Facebook, he doesn't get angry. You know, we can still talk periodically. You know, he's a good man, even though we not agree. Good in the sense that, you know, he doesn't keep malice. When he sees you, he will speak to you. You know, sometimes he might say, you send me stuff on Facebook, we chit chat a little bit. But when it comes to the interest of the community, his action is atrocious. It's atrocious. He taking side with corruption. It's unacceptable. You can't be a pastor and take side with corruption. Now, let me post something here before I want to talk about him a little bit before I leave. All right, let me post his image here. So, Mr. James Carla wrote confessing that and acknowledging inadvertently the authority of President Myers. Let's see. Let me put something here. Let me put a picture here quick, guys. It's coming up. I just want to put the image here so that we can talk about Reverend, and then I'll leave. All right. Let me put this here quickly. The picture, where are you? So, Evangelist James Carla, the picture coming up shortly. Give me a second there. Boom. All right, boom. The bear is here. Let me invite the Reverend here. So does Evangelist James Carla. He has a podcast on Facebook. I know he preaching about Jesus, you know, and all of that. Jesus coming for them to take them to heaven. You know, I don't know where you see that people take somebody to heaven before. But anyway, so the man is on Facebook. He said, oh, President Myers, before then, she's not the president, she's not this. But now when push come to shove, when we got into the debate, Mr. James Carla confessed. Here is the first confession. Let me play this for you. Because when we had the argument about the money, right? Who's supposed to be in possession of the USAA money? All right. And Mr. James Carla is the prayer warrior for Green GELEO. All right. He's a prayer warrior. By the way, before I go ahead, let me first do a shout out to the grand body of the SARPO land. Widov Jadia. Mr. Jadia celebrated his birthday. Is that today or yesterday? Yeah, whatever the day is, I want to say happy birthday to the Grand Bodia. He's a good man. The conflict in our community, the man tried to avoid it or for us to resolve it amicably. Yeah, but our brothers and sisters, they remain adamant, that work out. So imagine when the Grand Bodia of the SARPO land gets involved into something, the man, these guys, they don't come out easily. They come out when there is major issue or crisis in the land. That's when the Bodia comes up. So the Bodia came out multiple times and the people did not listen to him. Even when he went to Florida trying to discourage having election, and the people say, Vox Populi, Vox Dei, right? The voice of the people is the voice of God. Without the people, there is no God. So the people say, Grand Bodia, we know you. Yeah, we must speak. Our voice should take precedent. We are the voice of the people. So the people say, no, we need our leader. And so they elected President Francess Clarke. But the point I'm trying to make, the Bodia, they intervened, they did what they could for the union to be under one umbrella. So Mr. Jadi, I want to say thank you so much for the wonderful job you are doing in the community. We wish you a long life. Now let's get to Evangelist James Carlo. So Evangelist Carlo, when the debate started about the money, who should be in charge of the organization money? When the $90,000 was taken from the account by GREENE, GELEO, and his supporters, Mr. Evangelist James Carlo, who was the prayer warrior, current prayer warrior for GELEO, I think he's on the board now, I think. All right. He came in and said the money GREENE should not have the organization money in his possession. Let me play that. That's the reason why I want to take you on a historical lane here. All right. Let me see.
People that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money. GREENE administration, they are not people that should handle the money.
So it was Evangelist Carlo back then. He said, GREENE GELEO administration, they are not people that should handle the money, the USAA money, because they are not legitimate. The Holy Spirit made the evangelist to say the truth. The Holy Spirit made Evangelist James Carlo to say the truth. But they didn't listen to Evangelist James Carlo. And Mr. Carlo did not do the right thing and say, okay, GELEO saying your administration is illegitimate to hold the people money are going to the union. But he stays with the man. He remains with the man. Right? Now, the ridiculous statement that was written by Josephine Jackson, GREENE GELEO, when you return to Liberia next year, your dead body will return to America. This statement is condemnable, but everybody should condemn it. I tell people who are caused to join the president, but the onus, the responsibility is on the president to do that which is right, because that's what we are telling GREENE GELEO in the past. When things happen, we tell Mr. GELEO to speak up, and he will not speak up. He will not speak up because the person that doing what they're doing, the person on his side, so he will not speak to that person. Now, Evangelist James Carlo, after saying that GREENE GELEO is not supposed to have our money, when this statement was written, when it was published today on Facebook or this morning, whatever time, he came out, he did not call on GREENE GELEO or the fictitious bull, Kamala Ross, to come and put out statement. Mr. James Carlo, Evangelist James Carlo, called on President Myers and the chairman of the board of directors of the USAA to come and put the situation under control. So Mr. James Carlo continues to acknowledge the authority of the USAA, of President Myers and Honorable Farley. All right? He's not acknowledging Why when something happens, this something happened, right? This statement was put out. If you are legitimate, then you call your leader and say, "Oh, Mr. GELEO, you the president," or Mr. Mistress Kamala Ross, you the board. You have said something. But Mr. Evangelist James Carroll wrote this on Facebook, right? He wrote this. He says, USAA president, which is the United Support Association in Americas. He doesn't say SADA president. He said USAA President Francess Clarke Myers and the chairman of the board of directors, Reverend Francess Clarke, must condemn this threatening statement against Green GELEO. Why is he doing that? Because they are the leaders of the community. Dr. Talley, and President Myers are the leaders of our community. Those are the people, everywhere you go, are the people they recognize. For them, they are a fractional group. So they don't have the authority, the acknowledgement that these people have. President Myers and Dr. Talley, they have. No, they don't have the authority. So no matter what these guys do to suppress the truth will keep coming up. They will call on the leader when push comes to shove. They will call the leaders of the community. When they're angry, they will go in their little cocoon, their little saddle box. But when real thing, when our son is threatening, they don't call Kamala Ross to put a statement. No, they call Dr. Talley or Dr. Talley. They call President Myers to come and put the situation under control, to condemn these idiots that are doing stuff on Facebook and threatening people. All right. So Evangelist James Carroll did the right thing. He didn't call SADA. No, he called the USAA President Francess Clarke Myers and the chairman of the board of directors, USAA, Reverend Francess Clarke, must condemn this threatening statement against GELEO. GELEO is our son. He's our member. He's just angry right now, so he said he want to be a rebel for a little bit. We love everybody, still part of us. Whether you like it or not, you're still. So, Evangelist James Carroll, you did the right thing to call on the right leaders. Even though President Myers decided a long time when she saw the statement this morning, we had a cabinet meeting, in order that to discuss whether she should come public. So you just confirmed what we have already agreed upon. I know why you are doing that. You're trying to be sarcastic and say, "Oh, somebody, indirectly saying somebody from the union did that." I mean, that's the same smear campaign they're running. Oh, but you don't have evidence. But he thought you were trying to run smear campaign, but he said the truth. The truth is, Madam Francess Clarke Myers is the leader of the community. All right? And so when something happens, we need to call her to speak to that. Just the same way when Greene was in authority, when something happens, we'll call Greene to speak, he said, "I'm not coming up." But in this case, President Myers said, "No, I will do the right thing." So Evangelist James Carroll, you did the right thing to call the leaders of the community, to do something. All right? So the president is a spokesperson for the USA per the Constitution. And so whatever she said today, it represents the board of directors and the entire union, including yourself. It represents you because you are part of the SARPO community, the USA, even though you are throwing your little tantrum right now. But I want to say thank you, Evangelist, for calling on the leader of our community to come and speak to threatening comment against our son, our former president, the man we wanted him to leave honorably. We wanted the man to leave office with prestige, but he decided to leave dishonorably. He wanted to leave ignominiously, and that's why he did. He left with dishonor. We were hoping to honor the guy for leading us. But no, he decided to put his hand in the pan bottle, to put all the pan bottle in the pan bottle in now. Nobody wants to get dirty, to get the pan bottle or the mud on themselves. All right, guys, so that's something we want to say. Evangelist James Carroll, we thank you so much. Anytime something happens, don't hesitate to call the leaders of the community. We will take action when it is appropriate. Don't hesitate. Anytime, our doors are open, and that's what we are here for. And that's why the president is here, and that's what the leaders of the community that are following. Unfortunately, I didn't put a picture here, but we are here to speak to issues, any concern you have. Don't hesitate to reach the office of the president through me or anybody. The president's phone number is open anytime. She brought you on board.
to the union. So I mean, you are pressing, you go with Green because you guys are, you believe in the Kabbalah philosophy, and that's why you go with Green, But anytime something happens, don't hesitate to reach out to the president. Don't hesitate to reach to Dr. Tali. We are here to take appropriate action for the community. We want to remain together. We are not rejoicing when somebody issue a threat against our son or our daughter, anybody in the community for that matter. So it's not bad for evangelists to call the leaders of the community. All right, that being said, I want to say thank you so much for following us. It's emergency section. The president requested, and we don't want to be held in contempt, so we needed to come out to allow the president to put the statement out. I made the statement because they know the poster, and the poster is their supporter. So Mr. Evangelist, for your level, you shouldn't be doing this. Okay, make allegation against people without evidence. All right, people on Facebook, the whole Facebook got billions of people on it. So the president knows who posting, or the people know. I mean, so when you do this thing and then you're on the other side, you're making allegations against people. It's just sad. It's sad for you to come make allegation against you, so they know. When you say, okay, what do you have that they know? Where's the evidence? Give us some proof that shows that the board of director knows who did that, the chairman knows, or the president knows the poster. The person lives with the president, or the person lives with the chairman of the board. Are they family members? I mean, so give us something, then we'll do proper investigation. But you can't indict people falsely, and you don't present yourself. You say you're a reverend, right? And your Bible says one of the commandments it was clear, ABC, Reverend, thou shalt not lie. And so these things, they are written in ABC English in your book, but then you will not follow them. And you want somebody to take you seriously, and you say you're Reverend, you want to take somebody to heaven, and your book says, do not lie. Don't lie on people. So this statement you wrote right here, you are lying on the leaders to say that they know the person that did that. That's lie. Sorry, I'm using the strong word, but that's why your book, if it is not strong in your Bible, it's a good thing in your Bible, will not frown on it. Your Bible frowns on it because it's not good to lie. And so you are lying when you say the president knows the poster and the chairman knows the poster. That's a big, fat, decorated lie. You don't say those things. You don't do that. When you do that, you embarrass yourself. Then when you finish, you go come on Facebook, you say preaching to somebody. John say, Peter say, Paul say. So you make yourself to be a laughing stock. Stop that, Reverend. You are Reverend, evangelist. You evangelize for people to go to heaven. And then Jesus and the Father said, thou shalt not lie. But then you lie on people. So you are not, I don't think you're a follower of Jesus, because Jesus will frown on you. Judgment day, and say, oh, that the Reverend that was lying, that the man allowed to the people. He said the people know, but he can't give her anything. That the Reverend go to hell. Go to Satan. Satan will roast you. Go. That's what the man will say. When Jesus takes Reverend Evangelist James Clarke to heaven, that means Jesus is a liar. That means God is a liar. Because they don't let lies. That's why they say, thou shalt not lie. They put it in black and white in the 10 Commandments. So right now, those that can pray, they should pray for Evangelist James Clarke, because he's on the verge of going to hell for contravening the law of God, his Jesus, his Holy Spirit, his Trinity that has no woman in it, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So the men went against the Bible. Simple thing. The men didn't read the Bible, but they read it upside down. Evangelist James Clarke, do not tell lies. That's why your Holy Book said, even though to me it's unholy. That's an unholy book. A God that will authorize people to demolish your whole town and drown everybody. That God and the man, and then God will turn around and say, Evangelist James Clarke, don't lie. And the man will come Facebook and start lying to people. All right, guys, I'm out for the day. I want to say thank you so much for joining VOSD. Yeah, anytime. This is the platform, Sano County Premier platform, where we
We'll do justice to all. You know, we have to protect President Myers. We have to protect the chairman of the board, Tallison. Fallison. We have to protect Evangelist James Carlo, Dax Ayopoda, Sophia Kape. Everybody will protect him. On the other hand, when they tell lie or when they lie, we also bring them and flagellate. We'll flog them morally. We'll put them on the right track. That's what we'll do. We love all of you. But one who spares the rod, you spoil the child. I'm not going to allow you guys to go astray when you are going wrong. Don't tell a lie against your brothers and sisters. Don't do that, evangelists. And your God said, don't do it. I'm not the one that wrote the 10 Commandments. That your God said that. Don't lie. And you are coming on the platform of truth, on the platform of justice. And you are lying on the president. You are lying on the chairman of the board, even though you did the right thing to call on them to condemn the condemnable action of the SARPO terrorists who wants to kill people. All right, guys, I'm out for the day. That's the join us Monday at 11 a.m. on Voice of SINOE so that we can give you more happenings. All right, this is the platform. If you want to know anything about SINOE County, this is where you come. I'm out for the day. We got to bring the monkey down. No. You don't want to play. Oh, well, that's it, guys. I'm out for the day. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'm out.